Good morning, everyone. It's Kristen at Leftover Cake Chat. Happy Sunday. I am so excited this morning to have my, I don't even know, like colleague, friend, former bride, like mom of the year with me today, Erin Washington of Squats and Margaritas.
You had me at morning margaritas.
Okay, and this is a first. I have never had a margarita for breakfast on Leftover Cake Chat, so I love it. Cheers to you.
Mm-hmm.
Gail got up and worked very hard at making a concoction for me this morning. So
I love it.
she gets very excited when it involves you, and you're more so your kids. Sorry, but we were hoping that they might even have a guest appearance today.
That is likely. They've been properly threatened and they're watching a movie in the basement, but odds are they will find me. They have that ability.
Oh, I love it. Well, thanks so much for joining me on a Sunday morning. I really appreciate it. You have so many amazing things to share. I mean, I'll give all of our guests a little backstory. You first came into my life as a client, as a bride, and we had a wild ride. We moved locations. we did a lot, and we ended up finding a place. Obviously, you fell in love with, and I was just sharing with you behind the scenes that Alice Beach no longer actually allows weddings for people that are not residents. So you like got in and did your thing, and thankfully you did, because there's no more unless you live there.
I would buy a home there in order to secure that beach that you found and sent me on a pamphlet. Like I hadn't even been there. You sent me like the pamphlet about it, and I was like, yep, right there. We're getting married there. Never heard of it. And people are like, where are you getting married? I'm like, just trust me, it's fine. Kristen found this little gem of a beach, and it was fantastic. It was perfect.
It was really, really beautiful. And I had a client that chose that location, or tried to choose that location, but just based on your photos. And unfortunately, she can't convince her parents to move there so she can have her wedding there. So we're on to plan B.
Oh my gosh, that's devastating. Thank you for getting me in while we could.
Oh, it was such a great weekend. I mean, amazing weekend of family and friends gathering, which is what we do. So I love that. Mm-hmm. And then we've moved into, now you're actually one of our expert advisors for the bridal retreat. If the world can ever properly move again, we'll get that kicked off.
We had some wrenches thrown into our plan.
Boy,
shutdown of the world. Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of the wrenches.
I know. I'm very excited for that. Everybody knows about your bridal retreat and like what that's going to be. Because people that are on here that follow me that don't know about it, talk about that.
Yes. So the bridal retreat was birthed to help my very busy professional brides like yourself to, after that ring goes on their finger, they automatically sometimes go into panic mode. Like they have a life. They normally have a full-time job. They normally have a fabulous relationship. They're got their family to take care of, their dogs, and they don't know how to fit that wedding planning into their lives. And the creation was that I was just looking for a retreat to send a client to because she was so overwhelmed and I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like you can find a yoga retreat, you can find a meditation retreat, you can go to some type of diet program, but there was nothing that combined it all and made it easier. And I'm all about trying to make life easier for my clients. And so I'm like, let's create it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, you saw a need and you filled it.
I did. And we added in so many other like fabulous aspects to it. So it's like 3 days, 4 nights of healthy eating, healthy coaching, mindset, yoga, meditation, fun, a lot of really cool gifts, and some amazing coaches. And you're one of them. So we are going to be doing this in 2022. I don't care what happens. If I have to take it to Europe, we're going.
We'll just do it at my house. Everyone is welcome. We're doing it. It's amazing. I can't wait. Just to be able to talk to a bride that was in my shoes, like with the anxiety and the just being completely stressed, to be on the other side of it now and be like, listen, here's what it's really like. Like, don't be a psycho bride like I was. Like, I cannot wait.
Oh, but you really weren't. You weren't, honestly. Which leads me to like, you have a book. You are an author. I love this book. And I actually even still have my mask.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
The Squats and Margarita, A Journey to Find Your Inner Balance. That is my product spotlight. Actually, we do a product spotlight every week. So you can find this book. And I don't know if you still have the mask, but I know you have other goodies. And Erin is posting your products on the behind the scenes right now.
Thank you.
But writing this book, and I love it. I don't know if y'all can see, this is one of Erin's wedding pictures, gorgeous on the Alice Beach. Like, it still like hurts me to even read. Why don't we just order the next size up to be safe? Yeah. Like, I actually, like, tears come to my eyes right now because this book is, I know, extremely, extremely heartfelt to you, and I'm going to let you talk about it. And I just want you to share with other brides out there, like, love yourself. Like, you have the stage from here. Because look, I might have to drink a bit. I have tears.
No,
I do. It's just amazing. So here,
I'm okay, but I wasn't for a long time.
I knew you are. But I know there are other people that you can share that gift with. I've actually even sent you younger women that you've, been a mentor for. So please share with us whatever you would like about this book.
Yeah. The book, well, it started out, I kind of found my best body, like physically, later in life at 37. And I was like, I'm just going to write a book to women that, you're a mom, and it's like, you put yourself second, the kids are a priority. And it's like, I'm about to be 40. And you're kind of like, well, you just don't value like what you did before. Like, I was in the gym 7 days a week, and it's like, well, I don't have time for that. I got to get my kids somewhere. I was writing to the woman who lost herself. Like, it says, it's not too old. You're not too old. You're not too late. You can change your life at any time. And I got a writing coach, and she was like, well, what is your story? And I was like, oh, no, don't worry about my story. I just want to help women and tell them like all these things I've learned. And she's like, you have to share your story. And at this point, I was not there. I wasn't comfortable sharing my story. Never thought I would. And she convinced me to write what I dealt with. And that became the first half of the book. And that was, I am a firstborn perfectionist. I'm anxious, like literally medicated for my anxiety, because I'm always like, I'm hyper vigilant. I've learned through therapy, and I always have to be, nothing is good enough. And I held here he comes. I held myself to an impossibly high standard my whole life. Oh, he has an announcement that I hope he does not make again. I hear you. Can you find Daddy?
I love it.
I'm going to get it in a second. I struggled with my weight up through high school. And when I was obsessed with soccer, and when I gained weight, I was thinking that it was going to like affect soccer. So I drastically reduced my calories and was anorexic through high school trying to lose the weight. And then I went to college, and again, soccer was my value. For some reason, that's how I valued myself. And I wasn't playing soccer in college. I wasn't getting off the bench. And I quit, which led to depression, which led to an eating disorder that was way worse, bulimia, that I couldn't get a grip on for 10 years. And it was like, once my value of soccer was gone, it was like, well, what else is there? Like, I had nothing else. So I would binge and purge and hid it from everyone for 10 years. And then it was like, I finally got it together at 36 after having my daughter, by doing things a different way. And I feel like a lot of women, especially like brides, when you're getting ready for your wedding day, you think you have to starve yourself. Like, I just look back, I was eating this warrior soup, Kristen, that like I found online. There was like this cabbage, carrot. That's all I ate for like 2 weeks. Starve yourself. I was in 2-a-days that I self-imposed, 2-a-days working out in the morning and the afternoon, leading up to my wedding, thinking that that's what you're supposed to do. And obviously it leads to a lot of stress, which the stress hormone cortisol makes you hold on to fat. And all of the stuff that I was doing was working against me. So I wrote this book for the woman that was me, the woman that's like working out, 7 days a week, starving yourself. There's a different way. It doesn't have to be that hard. And the funny part is, when I was working that hard, as you know, I was 20 pounds heavier. It's like, I found this formula, and now I just live my life in balance. I work out 4 times a week. I have cocktails daily, and I'm happy. I truly do, because I found that like when you live with deprivation and there's something that you can't have, you're going to go to a wedding and you're going to have a glass of wine. And the way I used to live, it was like, well, I blew it. I might as well drink the rest of the weekend and I'll start over on Monday. But balance isn't like a start over. You just make little allowances during the day. If I need a margarita, I'm having a margarita. But if I had it at happy hour, then I wouldn't have wine with dinner. Right. It's just like little balances, like have what you want, always have it. So you're never going to like quit on this lifestyle because you're getting what you want. I get to drink margaritas every day. And then the other part of it was I was just on the cardio machines. I wouldn't lift because it was like the men lift. I didn't want to be bulky. My entire life changed when I started lifting heavy and eating all the time. So this book is to the person who is starving themselves. Maybe you're preparing for your wedding and you're thinking that that's the way to be. There is another way. And it's also for the person that, like, if you're struggling with depression or an eating disorder, you can come out of it. I came out of it much later in life, like at any time. And you can still make yourself a priority, even when you're already a mom. Like I'm about to be 40 and I have 2 young, wild toddlers, but I still make time for me because I feel like that time, like going to the gym or doing whatever I need to do, makes me a better mom to them because I'm centered and I'm balanced. And if I don't do that for me, I'm just kind of like on edge. And I think a lot of women, especially a lot of moms, there's like guilt, like you're making time for yourself when you're a mom, but it makes me a better mom. It makes me a better wife. So you think about like pouring something into yourself that you love or you need. It's not taking away from your relationship. It's making it better. So that's my message.
I love it. I love it so much. And you posted recently that you took an escape. Like you actually went on a date with your husband, which 2 toddlers has to be almost impossible.
It was so weird. Like I felt like we were cheating. Like I was like, I would see other people with kids and like we went Starbucks line and I'm just looking like all these things that are low, like all the bars and stuff. Like my son would have all of them. He'd be throwing things around. We were just standing in line. And yeah, it was like a long line, but like, it didn't matter. It was quiet. It was like, you don't even realize how hard it is. Like that's what I do every day. And it's so like my advice, like, when you have kids, you have to make your relationship a priority. And I didn't for so long. Like we just moved. And I feel like, especially with 2 little ones, like potty training and stuff, I was always like, what? Like, I don't have time for, like, my husband would say something. And I'm like, do you see this? Like, and you can't live that way. And it's so easy to live that way. But we just recently moved to the South where my in-laws are. So they get to come and watch the kids. And we're making a priority to do it more. And we get away. And it's like, you remember, I like this person. Like we have fun together. Like we don't do anything just us anymore. Like, and our kids are at such hard ages. Like I think about like how many divorces happen while the kids are so young because you resent each other. It's like, well, I did all this today. Now you need to take them. And we do a lot. We fell into a lot of like not family time because I couldn't get anything done. So it was like, I'll take the kids this morning and then you take them in the afternoon so I can get things done. And then I never see my husband. But it was like, that's how we got through the day. And we have been able to carry on for 1 week, our little rendezvous. Like we're good. And I was like, let's just keep remembering this. Cause I was like, I don't want to go away and then go back into the resentment or like, I've had them all morning. Like you have to hold on to that. You have to make it a priority. And it's difficult. You really have to purposely like live with intention. Every week, my in-laws come up. They get something out of it too. They're so happy. I mean, they're ready for us to come home. We got some calls. My son telling my mother-in-law, this is not your house. And I was like, okay. So we came back, but it was 2 days. It felt like a week. We slept in. Like, I've never like had a full night's sleep because at some point one of them is coming in and then the other one comes in and you just have to take those breaks. It's a hard time when you have young toddlers, but remember why you married this person in the first place and make them a priority. I forgot, like we don't spend time together. There's no time. That's chaos. So yeah, that date, making your spouse a priority, you have to do it or you'll lose that. Or it's like, I forgot like what it was like to go to dinner with him. And then I was like, what are we going to talk about? What did we talk about before we had kids? Are you here, sir? Jace? I hear like rumbling. I don't know. He may pop in. I'm not sure.
I think I might get in trouble for this. I might lose my reward if I'm seen on camera.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. He seems to have something. I hear like crinkling. Jace, do you want to come say hi?
Oh, please do. He's so handsome. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
And
anytime
Amaya
you wanna
is
take 'em.
going to be like your like competition at some point. She's going to have her own podcast. I'm sure of it.
It's so funny you said that. She recorded an episode. Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh,
Do you want to come say hi to Miss Kristen real quick? Oh, it was her.
oh, hi. Hi, Amaya.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna hold them, and then you're gonna go watch your breath. Yeah. Listen, you're not opening them now.
Okay.
Maya, give them to me. Okay. See, everything's fine. Everything's great. Just gonna drink my margarita.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be your competition.
She recorded an episode last night. I said, I'm not going to be a stage mom. I'm never going to say, do you want to do your show? So it's like every couple of months, she'll be like, I'm going to do my show today. I'm like, okay. I set her all up, and I haven't edited it last night. Last night she did a show, and I walked by a couple of times, and it was Jace on the microphone, and she wasn't there. So I'm really excited to edit this footage. I think it's going to be gold. I'll get it up as soon as possible.
Oh my God, I love it. They are.
She loves it.
Too cute. Well, I think that so many things to come out of this is that communication is key for every part of our lives, right? So it's communicating to our families where there's a problem. It's communicating to our spouses when we're overwhelmed. And in the bridal retreat, we talk a lot about that. We talk about meal prepping and time blocking and all of those things that are so important. And obviously that's pre-children. Most of the time.
You got a time block with the kids too. It's all
if it's possible.
It feels like so long ago when you say pre-children. Like, I mean, Amaya was a honeymoon baby. We just got right into being parents, and yeah, make time for yourself. And just when you're the bride, and any bride that's going through it now, don't be a psycho like me. Like, you are overworking yourself, and what you're doing is working against you. You have enough stress. Don't do some sort of 2 a day, 7 days a week, weird soup diet, because it's just going to add more to the stress and the cortisol. And then you're just going to be frustrated because you can't lose weight because your body's starving. I learned it later, and I can't wait to share that message with somebody that's in it now and feel there's so much pressure. Like, I have to look perfect. The bride has to look perfect. Everyone's going to look at me. And I was a perfectionist as it was. Like, it's a lot. So it's just like, it doesn't have to be that hard. Listen to your body. Eating intuitively changed everything for me too. I left, like, there were so many days, like, I would just live my life starving, thinking, great, I'm going to bed, I'm hungry, I'm going to lose weight. And if you just listen to your hunger cues and you eat when you're hungry, and you stop eating when you're satisfied, not when the meal is gone, when you're satisfied, you just check in, and it's like, oh, am I still hungry? Before I would just eat everything on the plate. That's all it is. Like, if your body is telling you it's hungry, eat often. Your metabolism turns back on. It starts to trust you again, because when you're not feeding your body, it doesn't trust you. And for me, it was like, okay, you're eating. Are you going to throw it up? Like, you have to be in sync with your body. No pun intended. You have to be like, if your body trusts she's going to eat, then it lets go of fat. It's like, oh, we can burn it. But when you're not eating, it holds on to everything, and everything that you're doing that Nope.
I brought Jace with me.
Oh, you brought Jace.
Hey guys, remember what? Okay.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Amaya. You brought Jace.
Okay, say hi, Miss Kristen. Maybe get a snack. I don't know. This is not what we discussed. Here he is.
Oh, hi.
Okay,
hi,
Jace. If you'd like, just say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Maybe you can have the whole bag of it. I don't know. We're going to talk about it.
It's just a little Sour Patch Kids.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That just made Gail's day. So thank you. That's amazing.
I told them they were going to watch Shrek, and I would be back before it was over, but they don't care.
It's okay. It's okay. This is what I love about it. I mean, this is reality and this is life. So like,
comes after the wedding.
Exactly. And so everyone, all the brides watching and that will rewatch will know, okay, this is what phase 2 is.
Don't starve yourself. Come up with better bribes than I do. Apparently Sour Patch Kids and Shrek is not, you got to know what works for your kids. That could be a whole other podcast.
Well, and also kudos to you, because I remember watching some of your workouts after the wedding when you actually involved the children. So it was lifting them instead of weights.
I had to. It was when Marcus was coaching college football, and I had a baby and I didn't know anybody. We moved out to San Diego. I saw you out there, but like, I was like, if I'm getting a workout in, she has to be part of it. And then pandemic, I had a 2 and a 4-year-old and it was like, gyms are closed, schools are closed. Good luck to moms. And I talk to people now and they're like, I always thought about that. Like, luckily, like during the pandemic, my kids were like self-sufficient. Like I think about like a mom of toddlers. I was like 2 of them, 2 and 4. I honestly, well, my show was born out of it because I kept going live on Instagram going, what the hell are we supposed to do? What is everyone doing with their kids every day? And it was hard, but it was like, you couldn't go to the gym. So I would put my son on my back and squat or like lift him up with my arms. And he's cracking up laughing, like loving that he had my like full attention and I'm sneaking in a workout. So yeah, I would put that on Instagram and be like, moms, gym's closed. What else is 40 pounds around you? Or what else is 30 pounds? And I'm like, pick up your kid. And it was born out of necessity because the pandemic for 1 year, that's how I lived. But it was like, there's no excuses. You can't be like, well, there's a pandemic. My gym's closed. No, pick up your kid.
And it's actual dual purpose because then, like you said, he thought he was just getting all of your attention. It was a game.
He was. It wasn't like mommy's going to the gym. I'll be back in an hour. No, I'm right here. I'm getting in. Or now I'll put him in his jogging stroller and I'll do like, I lift now a lot more than cardio. So if I just want like a warm up, I'll put him in his jogging stroller and he'll be like 3, 2, 1, go. And he'd be like, run faster, mommy. And I'm like, dude, 45 pounds. Like, so he's loving it, like waving to all the neighbors. I'm getting my warm up in. There's lots of little tricks. And that's what I try to share on my Instagram. It's like moms that feel like there's no way. Like, I'm glad you got your workout in. Like I have a 2-year-old at home. Well, here's what you do with that. Like then at the end of the day, have something. A workout is something that I need. And then whatever the other thing is that you need, a glass of wine, like whatever, maybe a margarita, don't take it out of your life. You'll be happy and it's sustainable, like a balanced lifestyle. It's not like something you're going to quit because it's like, oh, like I had a carnivore on my left, but I had a carnivore on my podcast and she's like, it's just the best lifestyle. And I've lost 120 pounds. And I'm like, but for the rest of your life, you're just not, she hasn't had a vegetable since 2009. And I was like, I just don't know how that is sustainable. Like at some point you're going to be like, I cannot look at another piece of steak. And I have found something that is sustainable because whatever I need to have, I have it. I go without things that I don't need to have. Like I have a Chick-fil-A trick. I get the grilled chicken sandwich and I love their fries. So I don't need the bun on the chicken sandwich. It's not like, oh my God, I need that, but I need fries. So I take off the bun and I eat a handful of fries. I don't feel deprived because I got fries and I'm not like, it's just swaps. Like something you don't need to have, don't have it. Something that you do need to have, never cut it out. And it makes it's easy. It's so much easier. And I weigh 20 pounds less than when I was restricting psychopath 7 days a week cardio. And it was like, if we were on vacation, does the hotel have a gym? I would look at menus before I went out to dinner. And now it's just like, listen to your body. I eat what I want to eat. I don't eat all of it, but I order. Like I have all these moments where I'm like, I can't believe we went to Pensacola over the weekend and I got like this pesto pasta I love pesto. There's no chance in the last 15 years I would order a pasta dish at a restaurant, but it was like, that's what I wanted. And I had maybe half of it and I was satisfied. Like I wasn't completely full, but it was like, I got pesto pasta. Like balance works.
Yeah. And compromise. Like you compromise with yourself, just like you compromise everything in relationships. It's all about compromise.
Totally. Yes. Yes.
That's
like
amazing.
He's going to compromise and take these kids. No, we need to keep the date night going. I'm just going to woo-saw and drink my margarita and not say take the kids because they were running around crazy.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Erin. It's always so good to talk with you. I can't wait till we're at a retreat together. And
me too.
Tell us and everyone that is watching and will watch later, please, how to find you. Like you have your Instagram, you have a podcast on Apple. Share those with us.
So my blog is squatsandmargaritas.com and it links everything there. My Instagram is Squats and Margaritas. My podcast is Squats and Margaritas. You can get it wherever you get your podcast, but if you subscribe, it will give you an alert every time a new episode comes out. Okay. I think that's our Squats and Margaritas on Facebook. I have some merchandise.
We'll squat for margaritas. Love it. Love it.
And your mask and my book and everything is on my website. And then the book's on Amazon as well. Oh, thank you.
Yes. And when you are a guest of the Bridal Retreat, you will also receive a copy and you might even receive a tank top now. So we're definitely going to be incorporating both squats and margaritas into the retreat.
Balance.
Balance, exactly. So thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday. Please, everyone, follow Erin on Squats and Margaritas. Go out and enjoy a margarita today, or some pesto pasta. Or I'm gonna have a little. I got so excited I didn't even take a bite of my cake.
Ah, that's mean. I don't have cake. Order the pasta.
Order the pasta.
Like, don't live with regret. Order the pasta. Don't eat it all. You stop when you're satisfied, and you'll feel not deprived. Balance works.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I look forward to seeing you soon. And if anyone has any questions for Erin, you can reach out to us or reach out to her directly at Squats and Margaritas, and she will be happy to answer for you. So happy Sunday, everyone. Go enjoy the rest of your day and eat and drink what you want.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, yes. We started with it. We need to end with it.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.